Hey, we are here once more with Elysian Road, Season 2. This is episode 23 altogether. And we're back for some more heart-pounding, breath-stopping action in space. So, we are still here with Connor and Jared. I'm crossing my fingers that hopefully this Friday we are going to do Dylan and Ode session and get some of their stuff. Hopefully that can still happen. But we still have threads to tie up here with Evelyn and Fergus as they have been infiltrating New Eden, the incredibly expensive high-tech medical facility here on Kulo. Yeah, that's the name of the planet. Kulo. And when we last left our heroes, they had just murdered two members of Krawl's crew. Fergus had stolen their psychic powers.
Murder is such a strong
killed in combat. Sure. I'll give you that. And had inadvertently somehow during the process brought Vigo's clone back to cognizance. And so he's just like stumbling along after you guys. And you just reached the door of where you know like this is the place where the real Vigo is supposed to be. Behind this door, whatever's behind here. And we just ended with the door sliding open and Fergus and Evelyn like eyes widening as they see what's beyond. And of course, it's at that moment that we get opening credits. Right as we get that previously on. And when we come back from credits, we're not in media res anymore. We are in a flashback. Because that's what we do here on Elysian Road, even though I forget it sometimes.
Most sessions.
Yeah.
At least most of the recent sessions, I should say.
Yeah. So we see New Eden. We see this facility, but let's see. It says like a couple of days earlier. I don't want to like give an exact time because I don't want to accidentally ruin a continuity thing, but it's some amount of days before, and still in New Eden, in this deep into the facility. So this part of the facility where like beyond the sky bridge, where all the like really high level stuff is dealt with. And this is the same section you guys are in right now, except it's a couple days earlier, and we see the commander, the Order of the Dust commander, who is Vigo's superior officer, the one we saw in the side story in season 1, the guy who gave the crew their mission, Vigo's crew. And he is walking side by side with a we've met him before at this point, leader of the Paragon Science. The guy who's in charge of Paragon Science and was in charge of the program. Right, he's the Paragon Science guy that like, and we need to come up with an actual name for that. It wasn't called the program. There was some sort of official designation that it had. You guys probably just called it the program, or well, you probably got you as kids probably didn't call it anything because it was your life, but
yeah,
Ulysses still got
maybe. Okay. I was gonna say maybe we just referred to it as maybe I refer to it as the program because that's what we as kids like called it after the fact. So like after I escaped. Right. I didn't know what else to call it besides the program because I didn't really realize it was a program until I got out of it.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. Ulysses Salgado is the guy who was running it on the science end, right? So obviously Vigo was the Imperium liaison during the whole process, but Ulysses was the guy actually in charge of the science and the way the program was running. Basically, he was the main guy in charge of the contract that the Imperium gave to Paragon Science to build them in general. So we see this guy walking walking in stride. That's the term I was looking for. Walking in stride with the Order of the Dust Commander. And we've seen this before, this sort of scene, when Evelyn looked into the future when they were trying to figure out how to infiltrate this place. Like, and you asked the question with Oracle, who's in control here? And you got the answer when you saw Ulysses and this guy, walking in stride with each other. And we follow them as they're walking, and they're talking about the sort of thing that's happening right now, right? We get the whole like, we need you to clone our greatest soldier, Vigo. Like, something's happened to him. We don't know how to get him out of this coma, so on and so forth. And Ulysses is like, of course. So when I'm done with him, he will be intact, but you will have your army or whatever it is that they were doing here. And we see them walk down. They're walking in this hallway in the deeper part of the facility here, and they step into this office, right? And they're continuing this conversation. And the commander says, "Listen, you don't understand, Salgado. This is the sort of thing I worry about with you people. You like playing with lives. You like playing with whatever you can get your hands on to experiment with whatever new thing you want to try. You need to give me what I want and nothing more. I don't have time for your games. I don't have time for whatever interests you may have other than giving me clones of this man, and I need them to work. I need them to be the best soldiers the sector has ever seen. Do you understand? Have I made myself clear?" And Ulysses holds up a hand. "Of course, Commander. You're giving me far too little credit. I am one of the most brilliant scientists who ever exist in this sector, maybe in its entire history. I have been placed in a context that you cannot quite understand, a context which allows me to see far beyond the petty squabbles of men and into the future, into the end of the future, and beyond. And so you will forgive me if I take a side detour, a side route or two in getting to your solution, because brilliance does not follow the easy path. Sometimes it's worse." The commander just shakes his head and it's like, "You creep me out. But you do good work, so I will leave you to it." And he starts to step away and he says, "But hear me, Mr. Salgado. If I get the inkling that you are working against my interests or the interests of my men, I will kill you." And then he just steps out. And Salgado says after the door is closed, "You will try." And we stop there. And we pick up back up in media res. You guys open the door. Fergus successfully hacked it. And waiting for you is Vigo Sorum.
So I'd like to point out that if an entire army is going to be clones off of this guy, he should not be level 3 anymore.
No, I know.
You already fixed that?
I didn't fix it, but in canon, yes, of course.
Okay,
they're not actually that way.
Yeah.
So you see Vigo, and he's awake.
Okay.
Right? You see obviously it's like a lab, right? It's like a facility, a medical facility. And you see this operating table. But like all the tools are put away, right? It's not like anyone's open. He's not open on the table, like doing any surgery. There's nothing like that happening. He's just lying on the like hospital bed, right? Kind of like propped up at a sitting angle. And Ulysses Salgado is there sitting next to him, talking to him. So we see this, this bespectacled man. And he's has a hand like on the little rail of this bed, and he's talking in soft tones to Vigo. And the door slides open, and they both look over at you. And doesn't seem like Vigo recognizes either of you, right? But Ulysses obviously does.
He doesn't recognize the clone?
Well, I don't think the clone is in eyesight right away, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she just sees you guys at first. And then Ulysses looks over and he says, "Oh, Evelyn, Fergus, so good of you to join us. Please, come in,
and just
take a seat."
Point of clarification, Ulysses is the guy that we had that awkward dinner with, right?
Yes, he was the guy who was like harassing you, Evelyn. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, point of order. All right, continue.
Okay.
Yeah, he just says, "Please, come in."
Oh, right, he said something.
Mm-hmm.
Jared, should we just shoot him?
I mean, I'm half tempted.
I guess with Vico being in the room and not like being in combat with Ulysses, I think Evelyn probably stays her hand as to like, let me kind of observe the situation before I like go attack somebody that Vigo might like trust. And but I think her initial reaction is to look at Vigo and be like, "Vigo, it's finally you. You have no idea how long I've waited to see you again." And like take a step forward of like, you know, my long lost love, basically. But I'm assuming Vigo just kind of looks like confused.
Yeah, very confused.
Okay. So then Evelyn kind of stops and is like, Are you a clone too?
Fergus, so you were the one who checked that the first time, right?
Yeah.
You did like a psychic scan. Do you want to do that again here?
Oh, yeah.
I figured you would.
So telepathy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My character sheet's just taking a second to load.
I don't remember for the life of me what I had the difficulty on this be before, but
I'm gonna get a 1, so we're good.
Oh no!
I called it. I rolled a 1.
So you can't tell.
Wait, can't you reroll? Oh, that's for diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
We've
done that so many times.
So many times.
Season.
Yeah.
You rolled a 1. Okay.
No.
Good thing it's still the same day. California.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I was highly debating using my one of my points there, but I don't have very many of those left.
So, but for all we know, this is where this led us, correct? So, like,
yeah, Fergus
we were led here by.
I believe Fergus did like some sort of.
I did like a scan thing to find
similar brain waves
where the original mind was.
Yeah. You're like,
so theoretically could be another.
It could be another clone, yeah, given Fergus's role, but at the very least, like, it's likely that this is the real one. Yeah, Fergus can't for sure determine that with that roll. So 6 is not got it. Oh, but you asked him that, Evelyn. Are you a clone too?
Yeah, and I think Evelyn and Fergus probably share a look or no, we have a psychic link. So I just ask, "Is this not him?" And Fergus is probably like, "I can't." Oh, I just punched the microphone. Probably like just I can't tell.
Yeah,
for some reason. Possibly because of the nanobots in his brain, if this is the right one. Right? So, isn't that canon? Doesn't he have nanobots in his brain?
It hasn't been said on screen. So.
Oh, is that secret canon?
I don't remember if it's been.
Did I just do it? You did in the last session.
Hey, I edited that out, so no one ever knows that it happened.
Oh yeah, nothing. Yeah, yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, I say that to Vigo.
Right. Yeah, and so
I used his name too, which she doesn't know.
So he's again just looking very confused, and Ulysses like puts a hand on his like arm, and then just says, but is looking at you, Evelyn.
Evelyn definitely, as soon as he like puts a hand on Vigo, she definitely has to like fight herself to not like pull out her gun.
Yeah, and he just goes, "Listen, Evelyn, don't confuse the man. He's just woken up from a very long nap. And some things are going to be very confusing for him. Introducing clones into the matter, you're just going to make the poor man's brain hurt."
How dare you talk to him that way?
I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to you, using words that you'll understand.
Oh wow! Yikes!
I want to kill this guy.
Yeah, I wanted to kill this guy since the moment we met him. I almost did.
So the Vigo clone kind of stumbles from behind you guys and like comes into view, and Vigo's eyes widen, and Ulysses just like sighs and he says, "Now, what were you doing dragging that along with you? Now I'm going to have to explain to one of these which one is the real one. The other one's probably going to try to kill himself. This always happens." And he looks at you, Evelyn. "Which one should I tell?"
Okay, so this is how this is going to go. Evelyn just like takes a step forward and she says, "I'm sorry. I feel like we got off to the wrong foot. Let me show you that you are the one in charge here." And she like takes her gun out and she just like puts it on the ground. I'm talking to Ulysses.
Okay.
And she like takes her gun down and puts it on the ground. And she takes a step forward and is like, and she bows. She says, "Please, let me go away with just one of them. It doesn't have to be the real one."
That's definitely a talk roll.
Dang it. I was hoping it wouldn't be.
It has to be a talk roll. And your intent is basically just to fool him into thinking you care?
No, so I want this roll to carry over to the next part of what I was planning on doing, which is I want to shake his hand.
Oh, okay. So that your intent is just to be able to get close enough to shake his hand and do the toxin injector. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead. Make a talk roll.
Okay.
Difficulty is 12.
What? Why is the difficulty a 12?
I already gave this guy a +4 in talk.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a...
Or sorry, I guess this is notice, but yeah, he has that notice too.
California. Well, there's no way I can succeed.
Well, I guess he would probably have a +3 in notice.
Okay.
So it can be 11.
Sure. Can I get a modifier for playing to his ego?
I will. Yeah, I'll give you a +1.
Okay, good. Now there's like a 1 in
5% chance.
Yeah, I don't know, something stupid like that. And then charisma, obviously. Can I use intelligence rather than since I'm basing this
Evelyn's
off
not
of,
a good actor, right? That's the issue, and that is
right.
That is what matters.
But I specifically put my head down so that I don't look at his face. To
Evelyn has too many tells with this sort of thing.
Darn. Okay, I tried to finagle my way.
You
into
described your character.
Oh, I really did.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, so I want to say that he just like thinks I'm like just trying to like beg my way out of this, and then just like touch his hand, and I'm just gonna poison inject him, and he's gonna literally die.
Oh, so what did the let's look at the rules for this.
He has to. The victim must make a physical saving throw at -2, or be incapacitated by the poison, dying in 1d6 rounds.
Wow.
Or being incapacitated for 1d6 hours at the user's discretion.
But you want to just like straight kill him?
Yes.
Okay.
Each poison attack adds 2 system strain to the user.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. To you.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Wow. So it looks like the user's canines or fingernails are altered to allow for the injection of one of the 2 types of poison. So what happens is you go to shake his hand and then you just dig your fingernails in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So let's play out that sequence though leading up to the handshake, right? So you do this and put it down, and you succeeded. So he like genuinely looks
So
like
happy.
surprised, and he's just like, Evelyn, this isn't some sort of trick, is it? You're not
No.
going to shoot me with a hidden gun when my back is turned?
She looks up and it doesn't even look at Ulysses, just looks straight at Vigo. And she's like, I don't even care about you. He's my whole world. I'll do anything. I'll do anything you want. Just give me my love back.
He's just like super confused. He just says, we really screwed you up, didn't we, girl? He looks at you, Fergus, and he says, well, what about you?
Oh, what about me? Oh, what about me? This isn't my dig. My dig. I'm just here. I just work here, and I'm the doctor.
Right? Yeah. Right. Of course.
Can I say that like the main reason that this works, where Evelyn usually can't talk her way out of anything, is because she genuinely means that she would do anything to
Honestly,
get Vigo back, and like there's like a tear that like streams down her face.
I think what's maybe happening here is Evelyn believes every word she's saying, and it's only at the moment she'll shake his hand that she remembers that the power she has, right?
Oh no! I think that's her plan all along. But the reason she can play it off as if she'd do anything and is just willing to like bow the knee to him and bow to his every whim is because, in all reality, that's probably true. If that was her only option, she would do that.
Yeah.
She just knows that's not her only option.
Okay. So he just says, all right. You're making this far easier than I thought it was going to be. Evelyn, this is what we're going to do. You, me, and Vigo here are going to go take a visit to the Imperium. And I will give the Empire their toy back. And you and Vigo, well, you'll have to work for the Imperium, of course, but you can be together. At least if the Imperium lets you be together, but I'm sure you can figure out the details of that after you get there. I'm sure the Imperium will want both of their toys back. Very nice. Very badly at this point, given all the resources you've cost them. All right, child, come here.
It just like tentatively like stands up and is kind of like acts like she's afraid of him because she doesn't know what he's going to do.
Yeah. Now, Vigo here isn't going to be saying a whole lot as he comes out of this situation. Now, this isn't exactly what I was told to do. I was told to clone this man, and I did. But I figured out a few other things as well. I figured out why he was in a coma, for one, and fixed that. So, Order of the Dust loses a bargaining chip in all of this, but the Imperium gains one, and I'm richer as a result. Really a win-win situation for me. And you're like walking closer as he's saying this, right?
Yeah.
And then he says, go ahead. You can say a few words to him, grasp his hand lovingly, whatever you'd like to do. Just don't have too high of expectations for this encounter. There'll be time for reunions after I figure out his whole memory issue.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to like hug Vigo and stuff first because she's like been waiting for this for forever.
And you accidentally the fingernails go out instead.
No. But he like she hugs him and it's just like I've searched the whole universe for you. You really don't remember anything?
I wish I did. Is that enough?
Oh, she starts crying and she says, it really is. It's enough. And then she lets go and like puts a hand tentatively on like Vigo's face and is like, you I'm going to help. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to help you remember everything. I love you. I would never do anything to hurt you. I need you to know that, no matter what. I'm on your side.
His clone over here, we're going to kill him, but...
and then she turns to, what's his face? Ulysses, and just like puts out a hand and is just like, thank you. I think I might have misjudged you a little bit. You're still a egotistical jerk, but you're giving me the one thing I've always wanted. And like puts out her hand.
And as he doesn't reach for it immediately, and at first just says, see, this is usually
like a sweat is like,
yeah,
reach my hand. Ah!
See, this is usually what happens to people. They misjudge me and we get off on the wrong foot, and then they realize I have simple motivations, and as long as you give me what I want, then we can be great friends. And that's when
Evelyn tries to has to stop herself from laughing.
And he sees you start to smile slightly at that, and he's just like, see, we can let bygones be bygones, and everything will go back to the way it. And then he grasps her hand.
Yep. And my fingernails just go straight into his wrist.
And his eyes widen, and he has to make a physical save.
A physical saving throw. Yep.
At -2.
At -2.
Okay. So this will have to be an 11. Even though it will say 9.
Okay.
Yeah, so he
succeeds?
He succeeds. Yeah, just barely by 1.
Oh,
that's stinky.
Oh, no. What do I do? I don't have anything.
So this is what happens. Your fingernails go into him, and he just looks at you, and he says, Evelyn, I am in charge of the largest TL5 science organization in the entire sector. And you think you can kill me with a toxin injector?
Okay, so I think I might burn here.
Okay.
Because torch, yeah. Because
you're about to burn, all right.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to say, I don't know. This could end awfully for me torching, but it'll be so good for the scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna torch, and I'll do alternate outcome, which means yes to reroll. Actually, let me double check this.
I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Yeah, sounds correct to me.
Nope, I can't do that.
You can't
make someone else ally.
Isn't there a way that you can do someone else though? I'm pretty sure you've done it before. Is there a slightly different ability that you have?
I don't think so.
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Too bad it's him doing a save and not you making a roll.
Yep.
That's annoying. You could torch and do anguish vision.
No, I already used that once today.
Oh, you're right. Oh no.
There's nothing I can do.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I'm literally willing to torch, and I can't even do it.
So you can't do alternate outcome?
Nope. Not on an enemy. It's only on a visible ally.
What's the other thing you have? Sense the need.
I'm trying to think of how we could.
Is there anything that I could?
Okay, Connor. Yeah, if you want to torch, and you sense the need, you can have expected this moment, or done this. The way the sense the need works, you just bring it along. You don't really know why yet. But it's like you added. You put an additive in your toxin injector, and it was to combat his specific anti-venom that he has coursing through his veins at all times against exactly this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
And I literally could have picked it up from inside the hospital.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
I was like, I feel like I might need this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And if we go back and die
then?
Yes.
Okay. So I just have to burn.
He's at the torch. Yeah.
Torch. Yeah. Why can't I just say it right? I don't know.
What's the result table again on that?
I honestly don't know. I think it's just a low number, and I'm
take a
going to
look.
be super, super sad.
Let's take a look. I don't even know what you have to roll for that yet. So
It's just 1d6.
positive.
Yeah.
Psionics. Yeah, 1d6. Good. I have it right here.
Okay.
A 6 is good.
Okay. A 4.
You lose 1 point from your Constitution score.
Oh, okay. That's not awful. That's
most of the
that
time
one's
it's
fine.
not going to actually do anything to you. But
Okay.
yeah, so you send some. of your,
that's huge.
Some of your toughness drain away.
Yep.
So
That's
yeah,
okay.
if we look back in the DVD on this, right? In last episode, we saw Evelyn just like as they were like in that
Look back at the DVD.
in the room where what's his face was the Vigo clone was.
Yep.
You just like grabbed some vial of something, right? And we didn't. That was the only thing we saw of that scene. But we get that little vision now and see it again. And she says that, right?
Like
and
the viewers are just so used to Evelyn just grabbing random things. They're like, oh, she's going to use that later.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at this point, yeah. But so Ulysses says the same thing, right? And he's right. In most situations, he would have the exact counter to this. Because, like, I think Evelyn, from the way this guy was, and it still is, he probably has every known antidote. He takes it all in the morning, right? He has like nanobots or even whatever closest that they have that just constantly repair certain parts of his his structure. There's a bunch of different like nanotech and very bioorganic tech, really. Stuff that he's had a bunch of gene mods is really what this is. But you happen to pick up the one thing, and it's probably something really common, right? Like it's not, but mix with your like poison here. It's just the right thing to negate whatever bio defense he has in this moment. So you see his look of like just utter disappointment as like how like mundane that attempt was, but you have him. So what do you do? So there's like a moment before he'll like actually drop or anything, but like, what do you say?
I feel like she's desperate for that last bit of knowledge before he dies. And so she just says, oh no, I was this close to the real one, wasn't I?
What do you mean by that? I'm curious as a GM. I'm not sure.
Because I'm trying to confirm that this is the real Vigo.
Oh, right. So you're just like, oh no.
like I was this close to the real one, wasn't I?
As in like, this is the real one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a talk roll.
Oh, dang it. Why?
Yeah, that's what that is.
Crap. I hate that.
Difficulty 9.
Okay. Do I get a modifier for the fact that
no, the difficulty is lowered because of the situation.
That's fine, I guess.
Yes! Nice. Right on the money again. That's crazy.
Okay, this is making up for all my Cantarius rolls.
100%. So, yeah. This is the part where I have to commit, right? To like 100%, is this Vigo or not? I'm going to take a quick look at some notes. I've been weighing like so many different options in my head today as to what could be going on in this scenario. I just want to make sure that I'm making the right decision for whatever I choose here. Let's see.
Just keep in mind, I got some really good rolls.
I know. I just know some things that have been happening behind the scenes that you guys haven't even caught a hint of yet. So,
whose fault is that, Caleb? You're the narrator. Oh, I'm so scared. The tension is killing me.
Okay, so what he says is, so what was this? How did you phrase it exactly again?
I said I was this close to the real one, wasn't I?
Yeah, he smiles and he says, "You and those Imperium buffoons both." So he's confirming
Meaning-
yes. He's confirming yes, this is Vigo.
Oh,
But he's
okay,
also
okay.
hinting at something like you're not entirely sure what he means.
Even those Imperial buffoons. It sounds like he's calling me a fool for thinking this is the real Vigo.
No, he said you and those Imperium buffoons both were this close to having the real Vigo.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he was going to double cross the Imperium. Okay. All right.
Which one's the real one?
The one that we just walked in the room with.
Okay. Wait, no.
As far as Ulysses knows, right? Maybe Ulysses is wrong, but as far as Ulysses knows, but he would probably be the number one person who would know for sure. This is
Right.
the real Vigo.
Unless
So
somebody
the
somebody managed to double cross him.
duped. Yeah.
No, the one that's
that'd be some James Bond stuff.
I know.
Double agent stuff.
Yeah. The Vigo that is currently on this like hospital bed, not the clone that's behind you, Fergus.
Okay.
No, yeah.
The one on the bed is the real one.
Died.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did he die twice? He died twice.
Maybe. Yeah.
The clone behind us, Jared rezzed him twice.
Mm-hmm.
Once he died from the body armor fet, and then the second time he died because he attacked Jared or attacked Fergus.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So then Evelyn smiles and then like thrusts her fingers again and puts in like the other toxin that's gonna like eat away his immunity. And then she smiles and says, "Checkmate."
Okay.
Checkmate, you Greek cuss word.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and roll that d6 for how many rounds it'll take for him to die.
Okay.
3, not bad.
And now we're going to go into turn order.
He goes. He is incapacitated though.
You positive?
Yes, I will. Click
I
on the
don't
ability.
think that's what it said. You can choose to make him die. Yeah, he's. Oh, you're right. Incapacitated by the poison, dying, and yep, you're right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's incapacitated and will die in 3 rounds.
Yeah. Then no, you don't need to go in initiative because he's just down. Okay. He's just convulsing and frothing at the mouth. Vigo, the real Vigo, looks at you and then just says, "What did you do? Why are you killing him?"
I'm saving you.
I don't.
Please trust me.
I don't.
Please trust me.
Make a talk roll.
I no.
Poor Connor.
That's all you're doing right now, Evelyn.
There's just no way now. Do I get a modifier for my speech before?
No.
Wanting him to love me and
And this will be like a graduated thing, so it's just how much he trusts you based on how high you roll.
crap.
It's not bad.
That wasn't
It's not
bad.
That's not bad.
Okay.
He's still
So it's
like
like
wary, but like
Okay.
he's not going to immediately attack you or anything.
Okay.
Or plan to secretly attack you. Nothing like that.
That's good.
So he's just looked shocked, right, and confused.
Yeah.
And that's when the Vigo clone, like, is like you can see he's staring at the real Vigo, and they catch on. Yeah, they both just starts looking at each other, and you can tell they're just really distressed, like, by the fact that they're looking at themselves. And I guess the real Vigo turns to you, Evelyn, and just says, "I'm real. I'm the real me."
Real one.
Yeah.
The one that cloned you was the one I just got that out of. I had to know before. And like glances over at him frothing on the ground.
Yeah, and the clone at that point, he just says, "No, no, 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 no." And he doesn't have a weapon, right?
Fergus, stop him.
And you don't have a weapon either, Fergus, because like you use telekinetic armory.
Correct.
So I guess he's just like...
The only weapon is the weapon I set down on the ground in the middle of the room.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, he's going to go for that. He's jumping for it.
Yep.
Do I not have him restrained?
No.
Oh, he does. Yeah, remember he restrained him telekinetically.
Oh, you're right.
So maybe he let him go for that, but he like still like let it ride. Like he has like control over him.
Yeah. So yeah, you can tell he's struggling against it. He's just like, no.
Either that, you could just play like cat and mouse with him and just like drag the gun away from him and just have him like run around chasing after it.
Oh, you almost got it. You almost got
it. And then the real Vigo's like, please don't do that. That's very disturbing to watch.
Yeah, please actually don't do that. But
so yeah, the Vigo's just like, no. Yeah, there's just a moment of like, yikes here for a moment. And I guess Ulysses eventually just goes limp. What do you do?
12 seconds later, or 18 seconds later, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now is the time to get out. So we don't have contact with Till or anybody. So literally it's just like, all right, Vigo, I need you to trust me. Do you have any friends, anybody that we can trust?
And of course, that's the moment where we see a group of individuals around the hallway, like the corner, and at the end of the hallway, we see Vigo's crew.
Yes.
And immediately, Ada, the teleporter, teleports in, tries to grab Vigo and teleport out because they think you're bad guys, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's when I started blasting.
Crap.
So let's roll initiative then, I guess.
Crap. This is not how this is supposed to go. Okay. But I've always wanted to fight their crew. Oh, but the token went away.
Can you guys see the map?
Nope, it's all black.
It is solid black.
It shouldn't be. That's weird.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
The people who are actually solid black are dead.
Can you guys see this now? Wait,
no, I saw like a glimpse of something for a second. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, I had to like reset it a bunch of times. So for using a slightly different map because the room you guys went into isn't on the other map. So let's use this. So let me drag.
I'm gonna roll initiative again and hope I get a 4. Nope, I got a 3. Is there any way to bump it up one?
Yeah, I'll turn it.
Just keep rolling. Well, I originally rolled a 4.
I got it.
Okay.
2.
Yikes.
But you didn't click on your token.
Oh yeah, I guess that means I get a new one.
No,
yeah.
nice try.
That's how that's how that works.
No.
You can't
like every time the die rolls on the floor.
Oh, 6, yeah. I got a 6. Sorry, kid. Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
So we got him there, and we got other him over here.
This could get complicated real fast.
Jenkins and Kiana.
Yeah, buddy.
So Ada is going to go ahead and... Well, I guess I'll roll initiative for them too. Oh man, they're all level 3. Oh, I don't want to have to level them up right now. I forgot about this.
Crap. Can we take a break?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's take a break. I need to pee too. So
okay,
we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll run this little thing here. Maybe, hopefully you can convince them very quickly that you're on their side. All right, stick around. We got more Elysian Road right after this. Thanks for killing one of the biggest NPCs of the entire game, Connor, with one roll.
Yeah.
Just keep churning through my list.
Yep. As soon as you gave me that ability, you knew that there was a very small chance. An extremely small chance.
You very much impressed me. So
I impressed myself.
We'll be back with Elysian Road right after this.